Ashley.
What up, though?
What it do? Welcome back to
All About the Ashleys.
Sorry, y'all. We've been gone for a hot second.
Couple
we told
weeks.
y'all before that we was traveling. I got out the military. We're back in California. Whoop whoop. So now that we're kind of settled in and everything, I guess we're gonna get back into it.
Yeah, we probably should have recorded ahead of time, but that's on me. So, my bad.
Anywho, today we will be talking about.
Is it normal to argue in marriage?
So what would you say?
It's normal. I feel like it's normal to argue in marriage, but I feel like there's lines that probably shouldn't be crossed when it comes to arguing within a marriage, because you gotta sleep next to that person. And I've watched enough crime shows to know you wake up dead in a month. So
Why does men think about that? Because Uncle Barry
because
said
it's
the same
always
thing.
the men
like,
that get killed, bro.
I don't. Anywho, yeah, I agree though. I agree because I mean it is normal, but you have to understand and like find the lines that each other is uncomfortable with crossing. Like,
What do you mean?
so basically, like, you know, like I feel like we had to work through our arguments. I feel like now we just brush stuff off.
Most
Like
of the time.
most of the time we get irritated with each other. I would probably say every other day, if not weekly. But it's just like an irritation, like, oh my god, you get on my nerve, you know? That's about it. But like in the beginning, I felt like it was very long and drawn out
Couple
and
days.
dramatic.
As hell. Yeah.
Dramatic as hell when we first started, because we didn't really know what really bothered us, because, well, for me at least, it was my first relationship, so I was like, I don't even know what I'm doing.
Me too.
Lies you tell, boy. Anywho, but yeah,
You don't know my life, bro.
anywho, do I need to name names? Y'all want to hear names?
That's that petty shit. That's what I'm talking about. That's the argument stuff we talking about right there.
But yeah.
Doing the most, bro.
But yeah, so for us, like, we basically have come to an understanding of, I mean, we did have a big talk though about it.
Yeah.
We had a big talk,
Yeah.
like what we were definitely not gonna allow anymore.
But that was after we did all the petty shit.
Right.
That was way after.
Right. It was years of pettiness. And then we were like, okay, well, if we're gonna do this, if we're gonna stay together, then we gotta figure it out. Basically, like, I'm gonna need you to know that this is where the line draws for me. And I feel like now we don't necessarily like wait as long when something bothers us.
Yeah.
And I think that was a big deal with us. Like, it bothered us a lot because we would hold it in, you know, and like harbor it for so long. And then finally, you'd be like, man.
Shit explode.
Right.
Pause.
And then that's when the pettiness comes in, or the extraness, or the dramatics. Because it's like, well, where the hell is this coming from? Like, we've been living in this house, in
We've
this
been
apartment,
mad for
in
3
this.
months,
Right. Like,
and no,
mad
nobody
as
even
hell. So, tell them.
Tell him what?
Tell them what you do.
I ain't in your head. What I'm supposed to tell him? Hey,
Tell 'em
what she
you do.
said.
Tell them what you do. What you used to do when you got mad at me. Early on in our relationship. What you used to always do.
What do you mean?
You
I don't know.
You don't remember? Oh my God, he played, y'all.
That was 10 years
This
ago.
man would literally ignore the shit out of me.
Yeah.
Like, ignore, like, not answer, not call, not come
Ghost the shit
by.
out of her.
Literally, because his best friend was dating my best friend. Hey, Adam. And then, so...
Shout out my nigga like that, bro.
That's
I
my
like
brother.
you. I like you like that.
That's my brother from another.
Alright.
But anywho, so his best friend was dating my best friend. So I would be over there all the time, taking her to go see her boyfriend, and then I would see Greg. And then on top of that, sometimes I would go when we actually did start dating, I would go over there like by myself sometimes or with my friend to see Adam. And then he would literally act like I wasn't there. Like, don't speak, don't say nothing. I'm like, dog, like, it's never that serious. And for me, like, that was, still to this day, like, that is a big pet peeve of mine. Do not fucking ignore me. Like, don't act like...
Don't make me.
No.
Don't make
That's
me.
rude as hell. Don't act like I am, like, non-existent. That's rude to me. Like, I don't like it. It was a thing with me growing up. And I always got ignored a lot, and I don't like it. It's like a big pet peeve of mine. Like, don't ignore me. Like, you hear me talking to you, or you hear me, or you see me trying to like have a conversation with you. Like, don't just be rude about it and be like an a-hole, which I thought you were being. Honestly, he was being an a-hole, and so like that was, I think, his big part of the dramatics. I think my big part of the dramatics, correct me if I'm wrong.
We'll see. Don't mind if I do.
I'm just extra. I'm an extra human being. Like, very...
Might have an example?
Like, I was that one. Bug the shit out of you.
Oh my god. Nigga calling like 30 times, my nigga.
No, for real, y'all. Like, back in the day when we had AIM and shit. Oh, it was instant messenger.
Okay.
So it was like text.
You're right.
Y'all never want to agree with me, y'all. But anywho, so back in those days, I would literally just be hitting you up.
Block that ass.
Then when we first started dating, he didn't have a phone. Did you have a phone?
Nah.
No, he didn't have a phone, so I had to call the house phone. Obviously, I can't blow up the house phone because that's rude as hell. So I was like, ugh. And I just would be hitting him up. And I was just like real petty like that. Like, Nick, you gonna answer me. You gonna answer me. You gonna say something.
When I'm ready.
And I would literally just say the most.
Can't keep shit to herself. That's one of the things I don't like. Nigga gotta express it to the world.
I do.
For reasons that I don't understand. Like, that's a certain thing called self-soothing, you know? There's
things that I do to self-soothe.
Yeah, okay. Like, talk to everybody, that self-soothes you.
Yeah. Like, sometimes,
how the fuck, that's backwards.
How severe it is, if how irritated I am. If I'm very irritated, like, I need to get it out. I need to say it to someone. Like, I don't care what it is. Like, I freaking hate life. Like, I just need to say it out loud to someone else. Well, if I hold it in, then I'm gonna blow up on them and it's gonna be dramatic. Okay, well, I need to figure out who I can say something to then, because I clearly can't say it to him right now because I'm mad. So who we gonna talk to?
People have conversations when they're mad at each other.
Yeah.
That's a way to get through being mad. Hey, you know what? I'm gonna have a conversation with you because we are having a problem right now. But if you feel like you need to have a conversation with somebody else and then have a conversation with the person that you're mad at, they can start a whole nother argument.
True. But it also, in our relationship, the arguments got nowhere.
Okay.
Like, maybe we had, back in those days, like 3 big conversations in the heat of the moment that actually, like, and then our stuff go like a big old wave. Like, first we start off calm and trying to be calm with each other. Then they get loud as hell. We arguing, yelling, screaming, being rude, disrespectful, all of that. And then it'll come back down and we'll be like, okay, wait, but what are we trying to say? Like,
not like that. I don't sound like that.
That's how I would be. But wait, like, what is it? What is it? Like, I don't get it. Like, to me, it always sounded like we were saying the same exact thing. But we were saying it in different ways to each other. So we didn't, I don't know, we just wasn't comprehending it. It wasn't healthy for me. So when I learned how to live a healthy life and not be as down and depressed as I used to be, then I started learning and knowing for myself, like, no, you can't keep stuff in, because the way you deal with them and like your coping mechanisms don't work for you. Like, it takes you to the far left and you don't want to get back to that area, so you gotta, you know, like, figure out how to release it in some sort of way. And that's how I learned to release it, was like, no, I'm not gonna hold back. If I want to say something, I'm gonna say it. If I need to express it, I'm gonna express it. It might sound very, very, very harsh, because he even just got mad at me not too long ago either about the message you heard.
What message?
I think I was talking to Lyles. I sent her a message, a voice memo or something. And the way I just get mad and frustrated, like I go to the extreme when I feel that way. Like, so I'll be like, I can't freaking stand you. I want to stab you. And da-da-da-da. You know, like.
See, that's what I'm talking about. That's why dudes be thinking about that until they sleep. Because that's how women think.
Oh,
that
shit,
wow
I
shit.
didn't realize.
Right, exactly. Oh, but we do. I most definitely heard that.
I didn't
Keep that in
even
mind.
realize how that connected to the beginning.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, so like I just be extra, you know, like just, oh, I freaking can't stand him. I just want to punch him in the face. Like that. Out. Like every piece of anger, I would just blurt it out. And it'll be directed basically to him. And it could have been other stuff that frustrated me. But all of it will just come out like right against that one person, which was 9 times out of 10 my husband. But
collateral damage.
yeah. So I need to talk to people. And that's like a thing he has learned to kind of
It depends.
understand. It depends.
Depends on what it is.
Meaning what? Example.
It depends on what it is that you have to tell everybody. Like, in order to get it out. Because some things that you tell people, they won't be able to help you with because they have not, 1, been in that situation, 2, know our situation, or 3, care. They're just letting you vent.
Right.
So that's like talking to a wall. So if you're mad at me, well, go talk to another person. Talk to the person that you're mad at so we can get through it. Because you're not getting through it by talking to somebody else. If that makes sense. Because they are not in that situation with you. I guess through time. Shit, to be completely honest, I don't think there's no right or wrong answer when it comes to should we talk about it or should we not talk about it or should we talk to this person. I don't think it's any right or wrong answer. I feel like in the beginning we didn't care as much as we care now to try to get through an argument.
True.
So it didn't really matter how we got through it. Resolved or it's not going to be resolved, but at least we talked about it.
Yeah. But I feel like he has a different way, a different approach to things. Like when he feels like it's something big enough for him to be like, no, I need to say this and put my foot down. His isn't like a conversation. It's like a statement.
What do you mean?
Like, this is, I'm no longer dealing with this. And if it happens again, we gonna have an issue. That's not a conversation. Like, he don't,
see,
you know.
me, I have the conversation with myself first.
In his head.
I have it with myself first. She talks to everybody else. I talk to myself.
But he don't have it with me. He just come and let me know whatever decision they made.
I have the conversation with myself in order to have a conversation with other people. I've done it since I was fucking 5.
You had that conversation with yourself.
Yeah.
And then you just come tell me the statement and walk off like we had a whole conversation.
Ain't that what you just did? Not to tell them. Tell them what? I'm not in your head. See, you do the same thing. So you do the same thing.
But I express myself.
I express it after I have the conversation with myself, just like you did. I have the conversation
But the way
with myself.
you express it isn't a conversation, it's a statement. You're just telling me
It
what
really depends
is not
on
gonna happen.
what it was.
This is what bothered me. This is what I don't like. It's not gonna happen again, or it's gonna be an issue. And I'll be like, okay.
Not in those exact words.
And then I just kind of let you get it out, and then I'll be like, all right, we'll end up having a conversation about it later. Because in those moments, most of the time, he'd be mad.
Yeah.
So I can't just go in and...
I didn't have enough time to talk to myself, because that makes me calm down. It does. If I'm talking to myself, 9 times out of 10, if I got enough time, I'll probably never bring it up, because I already had the conversation with myself.
Right. But then when he brings it up, I know that it really bothered him. And I'll be like, all right, but I know I can't just immediately go in because I read this book. Men are for Mars, women are for Venus. But yeah, and then made me start understanding the male's perspective a lot more. And I was like, oh, okay, they like to, you know, go in their shell, go in their cave, talk to themselves, you know, and that's how they like to deal with issues and problems. For most women, or some women, can't say for all, but like, we like to converse, we like to talk, we like to vent, we like to say whatever it is we're feeling. And so I used to do that all the time, and it will piss me off that he wasn't responding. And I was like, what the, like, say something. Like, we sitting here trying to have a conversation and you said that, but then you just gonna get quiet, like you just get mute. And I was like, okay, so I need to allow him his time. And they say in the book, like, men are rubber bands, you know, they need to you know, go to their cave and stretch out and stretch out and stretch out to figure things out for themselves, but they always spring back, they always come back. So I'm like, all right, whatever. So when I hear that, and I hear like, okay, he's kind of irritated, he kind of frustrated, take what he's saying, you go think about it, and he gonna think about it too. If you have a question about it, remember that, and then ask him later when he's more calm.
Yeah.
And then I'll be like, okay, so babe, what do you want us to do, or what, so how do I need to go about doing this so that it doesn't frustrate you anymore or continuously?
If she like really pissed me off, I might just like go off. But if it's something like on you, but if it's like something petty, then maybe I'll deal with it myself or let it go, or then I'll take a page out of her book and call Adam or call my brother and talk to them about it. Or I'll just let the shit go. Keep it G. A lot of the times I just let that shit go. A lot of stuff she don't know how much shit she do that she don't know how much stuff that she does that makes me mad that I don't voice.
All right, but that's everyone.
Yeah. So my example for that would be to read the situation. Read it. If it's something that you need to talk to right then and there, do that. But if it's something you can just kind of let go, it was like a jab, it wasn't a hook, then you just sway that shit and let it go, bro. That's my advice.
Learn your spouse.
Read the
That's my
situation.
advice, yeah. I know how Greg is now, and I know how he operates and how much time he needs, and I can hear the tone or hear the frustration. I know the mannerisms, I know the faces that he makes. So then I just, like he said, read the situation, read that and be like, all right, he mad, all right, I must have said something right there. Okay, I seen the way he reacted when I said what I said. All right, he might need some time, you know, and I just go from there. And if it's something like he said that is really pertinent and bothering me, then I'll be like, all right, I just gotta say it. If he mad, he mad. I don't care, because it needs to come out.
Yeah.
Because if I don't come out, it's gonna be bad.
It's gonna implode.
Right. So I'm like, nope, gonna say it. Whatever. He's gonna have to be mad. I don't care. Because normally I'm the one who cares. I'm the one. That sounds bad.
Wow. I care, people. I care.
But I'm the one who cares that the other person is mad.
Yeah, I don't care.
Yeah, he does not care at all. Like, if I'm mad, he just be like, and he don't understand
it. It depends on what it was.
Right. He'll just be like, damn, what was I talking about? You ever have that? Like, cause I feel like it's gotten worse when I became a mother. Like, I don't literally be knowing what the hell I be talking about, because I did. Like, what the fuck was I saying?
You was talking about some shit.
You don't even know either. I was saying how you basically,
I will ignore. It wouldn't change my
day. It wouldn't phase him. But for me, like, it's always has in our relationship, and
that's why she calls 60, 70 fucking times if I don't answer.
Yeah, but you make me snort.
Say no to drugs.
Cause shit.
Speaking in tongues in this motherfucker.
But
oh shit, that ass. Sorry, let you go.
Where's that from? Sorry, I know that. I know that. In my heart, I know it.
In your heart? You should know God in your heart, money. But it's this thing me and Chris used to do at
okay, at One Life?
Yeah.
Okay. I know I've heard that before. Okay, but anywho.
Leave God.
But yeah, so.
Jesus Christ.
That too.
Jesus Christ. Leave God. Yeah.
Like, he talks mad shit all the time.
I'll back it up though. Niggas get punched off.
Ugly.
Niggas
I'm
get
backing
punched
up though.
off. Niggas get punched off.
You ugly, bro.
With your ass toe up.
And you be trying to play with me more and trying to get it out of me more now
Pause.
than before, you know? I felt like I was always the one trying to, babe, and touch you and stuff and try to get you to, you know, talk to me, play with me.
Yeah.
You stupid. You mad? What you always mad for? You always mad.
I don't sound like that.
That's what it sounds like in my head.
Oh, your head fucked up. I just heard that little sentence you tried to form that didn't work. So we're not gonna go off your knowledge.
But anywho, that's our main takeaway. Is it okay to argue in a relationship? Is yes.
Yeah.
It's okay. You just have to learn how to come back from it.
You gotta learn how to argue.
Yes, learn how to argue, learn how to come back from it, and learn how to not be defensive. I think it's okay. I think it's healthy.
It's inevitable.
A lot of people don't realize. They think, oh, once you get married, you be like, oh, it's bliss, it's happiness for the rest of your life. No, it's a constant argument and battle and fight to keep the relationship alive and healthy. Y'all let us know if that helped y'all out a little bit.
Or if you guys have any other examples or advice on how dealing with it.
Yeah, like what are y'all
your
coping mechanisms? Go ahead and
like, subscribe,
whoop,
follow. I don't know.
Oh my gosh, babe.
I don't know.
Hit that
notification bell. That shit right there.
Boom. All about the Ashleys.
Bye.